have a whole bag of pay dirt and rocks that are full of gold, and I plan to cook them first. All right, so far we've been able to pull out 4 nuggets right there. 4 of them. That ain't bad. All right, we got the golden triangle nugget hunter ore bag. We got a nice little crystal here. And we have a whole bag of pay dirt and rocks that are full of gold, and I plan to cook them first. So while those charcoal heat up, you might be wondering, why am I gonna be cooking these rocks and dirt? Well, the issue is when you cook it, you're gonna also release the sulfides in it, so that way the gold can release easier when I crush these rocks. All right, so I left these cooking all night, and you can see a lot of charcoal powder and everything like that, but they've been cooking very hot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the rocks, the bigger pieces, and throw it in here into this vinegar, which is going to also help dissolve that sulfuric acid and release the gold. Look at that, they're sizzling. Hey, look at this, you guys. I actually found a piece of gold. You see that right there? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if it got released during the cooking process or if it was just in there as part of a pre-crush, but there's definitely a piece of gold right there. Bart, you're giving me some good ore. So I don't know if you guys can see that. See all that pyrite and mica really starting to show through with that vinegar. So that's very interesting already. Look at that, you see those pieces as well? Very good sign that it's already starting to work from the heat up process and cooking. Wow, look at those pieces, wow. To now where the sulfuric acid is dissolving and releasing the gold. So pulled it off the barbecue. I'm gonna let these cool, and that way I kind of have some rocks I can show you guys that'll be different from the ones that are cooking in there in the vinegar. So I'm gonna let them cool inside this Weber grill right here. That way none of the kids accidentally touch them, because that's gonna take a while to cool down. Just gonna set this bucket off to the side here, let them sit here for the next 24 hours while everything else cools down over there. All right, so I just pulled these out of the vinegar, and you can just see how much exposed pyrite and mica is all over that. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that. So that vinegar started eating all that stuff away on the rocks that was the impure minerals to expose all those nice pieces. Look at that. That's a huge cluster, pyrite and mica. There's the rest of the dirt, and we got that little piece of gold right there, sitting there that I'll pull out. We'll crush this up and see how much gold there is in the golden nugget triangle hunter bag of glorious treasures. Finny, you ready to crush some rocks?
Yeah.
Let's get some gold. Boat. With your boat, okay. But I think we're gonna use that right there. Hey Finny, you see this piece of gold?
Yeah.
Right there.
That's a big chunky.
Chunky. But we gotta crush the rest of it and see what we got.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this right here, buddy. So we need to classify this down because we wanna crush all these smaller rocks so that way we can throw them in the rock. Yeah, dusty, huh?
Yeah. I see this. Look.
now we'll see if we can see any
I see.
gold in here. Yeah, there's lots of quartz in here.
At the tea shop. Dad, do you know toads have gems?
Quartz, yeah, quartz is a gem, huh?
Like that.
Yeah.
You have to break them with some. Yeah, but.
That might be a little piece of gold.
No, I think it's
Wait, I think that is.
I think that is. You see.
Yeah.
You see. We have to wash it. Get that.
Here, let me see. Definitely looks like a piece of gold, you guys.
I think it is that, because. But there's a little.
We'll throw it into the crusher and see what happens, okay? And he found a piece of gold. Look at this, you guys. See him right there. Look at that.
Wow.
It's a little, very smooth, round piece right there, buddy. Good find. That is awesome.
Let me see if we can grab that.
See if you can grab that out. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
No, is it?
Might have to get some tweezers.
No?
Finny, you got it. Look at that. Wow, nicely done, buddy. And of course, Livy has something too. That is so awesome, buddy. Good job, baby girl. Yeah.
Wow.
Look, guys!
You found that one. I can't believe you spotted that one.
Looking.
Yeah, go ahead and grab that out, buddy.
I see. Dad, I think.
It's hard to grab, huh?
I think. Look at him take
Wow.
that piece and.
Wow, that is awesome.
Wow.
Good job, buddy. Good eyes.
Thank you.
Dad.
I'm gonna try to snag these with my fingers as I can. We got 2 of them right here. We just spotted, bud.
Wait.
Let me see. Actually, there's 3. There's one more right there.
I don't know if they can see it.
Oh yeah, let me pull them out real quick.
Yeah.
I said that.
You said that?
I was about to say it.
So we got that one,
Oh my gosh.
this one.
Dad, I swallowed that.
Good job, buddy.
See.
The 3rd one dropped through, but
Oh no.
look at that.
Wow. Look at
Not
those
bad.
pieces.
Not bad at all, you guys. All right, so far we've been able to pull out 4 nuggets right there. 4 of them. That ain't bad.
Tito.
You see gold? Look at that, Livy, right there, right in the middle, right there. Look at that piece. Let me see if I can grab it.
Tito. You see? I see.
I got it, you guys. I got it. Let's see. Gonna put it in here.
I see.
Oh, that sunlight's hitting it weird, but yeah, it's like a crystalline piece inlaid with quartz right there. It's really hard to see, but it's there. Nicely done. You got a lot of gold? Luca, we got 2 piles of dirt, and I think they're gonna be loaded with gold.
Oh yeah.
Feels like gold. Feels like gold. Yeah?
I got the
You see gold?
chessy.
We definitely need to run through some of these rocks, Luca, through the crusher a little bit more.
Yeah.
Chessy.
You see gold? Oh, look at all that pyrite. Look at that. That's a pyrite chunk right there. Holy cow. Look at this. Look at the camera, buddy. Look at that.
Wow.
I see the.
Wow, it's a big old pyrite chunk. Look at that, you guys. So there's a lot of pyrite and mica in there, but there's chunks of gold right there. You see that? See how it pops differently and doesn't move? Wow, look at that. And we got Livy. There's a little gold digger right here. Yeah.
I see the.
You see gold? Look at that chunky chunk piece right there. Whoa.
Oh no. You could hear.
You
You
ready?
could hear it.
Listen. Wow.
Wow. It sounds like a marble.
It's awesome. We'll add it to our pan of gold over here. This is our pan of gold. We have to avoid the line of clothes. And see it on my barbecue.
You can tell how secret it is. The line of defense.
So look at this piece that didn't get necessarily crushed in the crusher. It's a bunch of pyrite, but if you look right there on that tip, there's definitely gold inlaid on it. So I'm excited to crush this even more. I'm trying to get the light on it so you can see. And it keeps on going out of focus. Right there on the top. Little gold inlay right there. That's so awesome. Luca, look how much gold.
Wow.
That is quite a bit, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty insane, man.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's awesome, though. Just from crushing rocks, from Bart.
Oh my god.
Do you think his pay dirt bags are worth it?
Yes.
100%. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. And that's not even including the few that we have over here, remember?
Oh yeah.
So I pulled aside some of those rocks and crystals that we had in there. They still need to recrush. Some of it's just iron, like lead and stuff. But then we have these pieces right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces of gold chunky nuggets right there. That's awesome.
There's probably more than like 15 pieces in that pan.
Oh, there's at least 105. And look how many there are and how many microfines there are. And look how many chunky pieces. That's what people always get surprised by. They're like, there can't be chunky pieces when you're crushing rocks. And you're like, you realize that gold is soft and doesn't get crushed and broken into bits.
No, it's crazy. That's the amount of gold. It's just crazy. It's birthday luck.
Birthday luck.
Birthday luck.
There we go.
Birthday luck.